Carolyn, Doran, Lizzie. I'm Charlie Neal at the MEAC Bowling Championship. Just to recap what happened, the Aggies led off this best-of-7 Baker Series match with a 175-170 win over the Hawks of Maryland Eastern Shore, but the Hawks have won 3 straight, 193-188 in Game 2, 170-165 Game 3, 173-167 Game 4, and they have a significant lead here in Game 5 with 5 frames to go for their 9th bowling championship. The Aggies trying to do something they haven't done since 2004, and that's win a MEAC bowling championship. And you see the look on the faces of the Aggies, not too pleasant right now. Not a lot of confidence looking there, is it?
No, and that's so not what we saw in their interviews or yesterday. This is what they've talked about, that they have such good chemistry and energy, but this is when they need it the most. They need to pull together.
Jaleesa Johnson leaves one to lead off the 6th frame of Game 5. Came off the bench in the 3rd game as a relief bowler for Kayla Bandy and the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks. An 11-player roster, the largest in the conference, I believe, in terms of the number of bowlers on this squad. Another spare. Yep. So Jaleesa Johnson picks up the spare to start off this 6th frame here, game number 5. Let's see if Kristen Shin, who's had a strike to start off this Game 5 for the Lady Aggies. Look at Kristen Shin. She's not ready to go home. She wants a Game 6 at least.
And they needed this too. Especially from her. She's the firecracker to get them started. That was just perfect from start to finish.
Hernandez.
Much better shot. That was a much better shot. Didn't recover as much as I thought it was going to, but she got safe and only left the 2-pin.
.4 GPA, hospitality, and the spare is made. So again, just like they started off Game 5 in the first 2 frames, Maryland Eastern Shore not leaving anything open. Let's see if Brianna Bowes can pick up her 8th strike of the day for the Lady Aggies of North Carolina A&T.
And they really need it. Looks good. A little high. Right, she leaves the 3-6-10. It's a shame because they really could have used her to pull a quick double.
Leaves an open frame. Not the time to leave an open frame here in this very, very important game for the Aggies.
Well, A&T definitely needs some help from Maryland.
Melanie Copey. Again, no open frames here in game number 5 for Maryland Eastern Shore. 2 open frames for North Carolina A&T.
Once again, missing to the right. Could be a little bit of nerves. Should be an easy spare. The 1-2-8, right in the middle. Strike shot. But they're not missing. They're going to bowl their best game the last game.
Again,
I mean, she
still
kept this.
clean.
Yeah, she kept this ball right on line to make that spare. No spare is easy right now.
Here's Christ up now. That's off.
Yeah, she's had a rough day. But it's never over. She can slide this over. This is almost, you shoot this just like you do the washout, the 1-2-4-10. This is the 1-2-8-10, same concept. She needs to get her ball to the left of the head pin to slide it into the 10 pin.
Another open frame, which I think probably seals the fate of the Aggies of North Carolina A&T today. These open frames, 1, 2, 3, 4 here in the game, in the fifth game, which they're down 3-1. That's not going to help your situation.
You need Maryland Eastern Shores to open the next 2 frames,
Gutter balls.
and A&T needs to strike out.
That's what has to
That's
happen.
the only prayer.
Rhoda, number 4 bowler, struck the last time up.
Oh, that was
another
nice.
I
That
think
was
that's
nice.
probably
That-
has
I
done
think
it.
that sealed their fate.
I believe it did. Is Rhoda with her back-to-back strikes here in game number 5. She did it as the number 4 bowler in the lineup for UMES, and another one. Here's Mia Pope. 9 spare earlier on in this frame.
Great
And she gets a
shot.
strike. But maybe a little too late
Yeah.
for the Aggies, regardless of what Mackenzie Robinson does here in the 10th frame. Is going to have to be sheer disaster for UMES for them not to win. The most that A&T can possibly get is a 176, and right now, I believe they're already UMES at a 2, possibly 220. So it's going to be rough. Here's Tashana Saros, the anchor. I think even if she just hits 3 or 4 pins, she's still going to win. Left a 10, but that's okay.
Yep.
Saros, Player of the Year, Miss Despair. But I don't think it's going to matter.
No. There you go.
A little too late though, but
You can see the heartbreak on her face. Yeah. That says it all right there. And still to have to get up and throw 2 more shots knowing that it won't matter.
it will not matter. The best they can do is a 176, and 188 already in the books for Maryland Eastern Shore. Actually, it's the biggest lead or win margin for either team today. It's been actually about 5. Here's the second one. So he's the 10 pin. And she can roll one more, which could possibly be her last collegiate role, depending on whether they get an invitation to the USBC down in Baton Rouge or to the NCAA championship down in Baton Rouge the beginning of April.
Which, looking at their season record, I'd be shocked if they didn't get an invite.
It'll be coming at large. Picks up the spare. But let's say congratulations to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The final score, 188 to 165. Maryland Eastern Shore picks up their ninth MEAC bowling championship. We'll say congratulations to Coach Caleb Bandy, Shauna Saros, Player of the Year, Coach of the Year. And that's the way you want to go out, isn't it?